Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. 8, read. 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Prescott on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 96 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where we're going to be and what do we need to get. And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second and 4. Eluding the pressure right, and that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ready,
now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Lawrence. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Do your job.
Mike 55.
Throwing on 1st down.
Hey,
Lawrence.
Let's get in there.
That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
Down. 50. Plant.
Mike's by 4.
Watch the run.
Check 3.
Look at me. Say go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36.
Check 61. Match box. Mike.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
54. Man, let's get some penetration.
Kill.
Getting some penetration.
7-7, our score after 1.
we go. Wide 80.
Mike's 5-4. Bring it.
We're going to 54. Wide 80.
From the 27, Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go. Go to 54. 26.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
26.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, 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 check. Hey, watch that.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Go.
Motion. 51's to Mike. 51's to Mike. I got it. Right here, guys.
Throwing on third and long. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you.
Hey, kill.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Right
the
there.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Throwing. Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Here's Prescott looking deep in the direction. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on it? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mike, switch, hey, here we go. Here we go.
Shift, watch the shift.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Right there. 54 miles.
We're going to 53.
Ball, D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Leo.
Here we go. 36, 36.
Hey, wahoo. Lee Griffin.
From the gun, Lawrence. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Mike's 5-4.
Ain't no such thing as, hey, foxtrot. Check.
On 1st down, one to Slayton over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch this.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run.
Get there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Our time.
We're going to 54. 120.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Let's get that ball.
26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Saquon Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
60 or. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 5.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Get ready.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now it's Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
10 Lobo.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On first down, Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Double dog, that's the way. Check, lucky. Hatch it.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 26.
Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Here we go, 47.
Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Great job, man.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Joker.
They'll run with Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I got you.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
70, Indy. 951. I'm on. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 6. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because Him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Here's Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Good job, offense.
Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded at the goal line. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Giants. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming.
Prescott to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Prescott now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Mike 54. Hey, check.
Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line.
We play to win. Let's go!